GMB. And one was that till date, maybe something who said, when I got to TV3, I saw the ladies sitting down there. Others were wearing sneakers, others were dressed all casual. Remember, we were told it's a final audition. I went for my audition without wearing pants.
It's your pants.
Examine you. What do you want me to do? So at least if they told me, oh, your height is not okay for this, and then after that the boys were chasing me. And when you turn them down, it becomes a case. The things they said you were going to get didn't come. So if they say something is being sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines, what do you think it means? So not even did I get a pen. I'm not sure Ethiopian Airline was. Meanwhile, you said the category was being sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines. So what are you telling me?
Welcome to Sisters and Queens podcast. Exactly. This is actually a podcast where we uplift, we encourage, we empower queens and sisterhood. So this is actually your space to get inspired, get uplifted, share your truth as a queen and sister, and grow together. My name is Adra Sewa, and I'm not doing this alone, of course. I'm here with Lip Gloss Ra. Auntie Lip Gloss Ra.
That's okay.
Go.
Mine. Okay. So this is SUNG-SUMA. So I was told that I don't like that. This is SUNG-SUMA, and I'm happy to be on your screens. I'd like to correct something, Pacho. You said we are a sisterhood. And my member sending me.
No, I mean
DM. Say our person join the sisterhood.
I mean because sisters. Not as in we have.
You know, someone may not understand.
I know, but not as in we have a hood. Like brotherhood, sisterhood. No, we are supporting you from your small corner. You get, That is actually what we mean.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So it's good. Amen.
Exactly.
We are here to serve you everything nice, everything trendy, and everything queenly. Right here on the Sisters and Queens podcast.
You should be unapologetically you, exactly, as a queen. Yes, you should be yourself. Out there. Now to you, SUNG-SUMA. Tell us about yourself.
What exactly do you want to know? Because
people out there want to know.
Oh, okay.
Now we are the
you
ones.
You don't know me.
No, they don't know me.
Nobody knows
Even me. No one knows me. My mother self don't know me.
Nobody knows me. Okay. Okay, so let's take it from the very top. My full name is Wendy Bagonluri SUNG-SUMA. And my friend is SUNG-SUMA. Or SUNG-SUMA or SUNG-SUMA. No, the name is SUNG-SUMA. I'm a proud daughter of the Upper West region. I was born and bred in the Upper West region, and I had my basic school there until I moved to Ola Girls Secondary School. Where
you went to Ola?
Yes, Ola, the Kenya one.
But I don't even see the Ola in you.
Hey, Opa, what do you mean? Uchra? Uchra? You know, I was supposed to go to the convent, but Nyama Binti. Yeah. So I went to Ola, and from Ola, I went to UDS, Navrango campus. Now, it's no more a school. Just me, I don't even know what I've been doing to myself. My school doesn't exist. My school doesn't exist anymore.
Why? What happened?
You know, our former president decided to make them autonomous.
Oh, okay.
So my campus was in Navrango, and we were known for applied sciences.
Okay.
So now he came and made it a university on its own.
Oh, I see.
Everybody don't even have infrastructure.
Kafra.
And they are a university on their own now, doing so many amazing courses. I'm sure they'll pick up, right?
Sure.
So for now, my school doesn't exist. But then I belong to UDS Tamale campus. So from there, I think basically my life started. Yes. So yes, that's SUNG-SUMA.
But
what else do you want to know?
I met you on the GMB platform.
Yes, you met me on the GMB platform.
What were you doing there?
One was that till date, maybe someone who say, what were
you doing there?
I don't know. Okay, that's just by the way. So my interest for pageant started right from university. When I went to uni in level 100, I went for Miss if anything, Freshers Queen, Miss Campus, and I won.
Wow.
And then after that, the boys were chasing me.
Hey, yeah.
And when you turn them down, it becomes a case.
So you go on.
So from there, in level 200, we had Miss Navro.
Okay.
My hall, Miss Navro. Miss Navarro, I think I was second.
Wow.
I was the first runner-up, so that's second. And then we had Miss Campus, and I was runner-up again.
Okay.
So from there, I had always had dreams of doing Ghana's Most Beautiful.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because of my height.
Why is it that Ghana's
So
Most Beautiful don't
Yes.
check height?
Yes, I think it's one of the pageants that doesn't really look at heights.
Okay.
But other pageants are there. They have
look
like
at
a
your
cap,
height,
exactly.
yeah.
So I mean, as a petite girl, I always wanted to do pageants, and I love the cultural aspects
Okay.
because I can go and show my culture kakra and then gain sympathy votes.
So is it because of GMB you wanted to try it? That is why you had to start with the other pageants in your school.
Yeah.
But
I remember-
how did that really help?
So
starting from
I
that
remember
to GMB.
the night Bassi was crowned,
Okay.
2014.
Yeah.
That night, I was ironing my clothes to leave for high school the next day,
Okay.
unless I'm not wrong. But I watched GMB growing up.
Okay.
It was like a show everyone would come and sit to
Exactly.
watch. So I always wanted to go. And the dream was just like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. So I used these campus pageants to sort of train myself,
Okay.
to equip myself.
Okay. So if
get
I'm
there.
getting something right, she's trying to tell us that even the greatest was once a beginner.
What
so
I
you
say?
need to, take it step by
Step by step.
Okay.
Yes, you just don't, though people do that,
Okay.
but then I felt I needed to have like
some experience.
some
before
experience.
you get
Yes.
there.
So after where did I even get to? Review.
Going to school, high school, Bassi was crowned.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. So I think that night it sparked the dream, and from there I did. So after Miss Campus, in my third year,
Okay.
I did Miss Tourism. Yes, I went for Miss Tourism. I think that was 2022
Wow.
or 21. I'm bad with dates, forgive me. So I did Miss Tourism, and here's a funny thing. It was so bad that I think I was fortunate. That period was when the tertiary schools were on strike.
Oh, okay.
So I just used the opportunity to go in.
Okay.
And unfortunately for me, I got picked. I had to come to Accra to the reality house. And then the strike ended.
They had a reality.
Yeah, they had a reality house.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
had
thought it
the
was
top.
only GMB.
No, they had a reality
Okay.
house. So I think you go through the online process, you do the voting and all of that. If you are picked, then you go into the reality house. After going through the process, voting, spending money, my registrar, no, before I left campus,
Okay.
I went to the registry. I informed them, okay, I'm leaving.
Okay.
And I have this and this and this paper. Would you help me write it when I
Write
come
it,
back?
yeah.
Because I didn't want to defer. I had done most of the semester.
Okay.
So deferring wasn't an option. It was just the exam. And I was going to, sacrifice and learn in the house. Because even in the house, we had people learning.
Sure.
People were preparing for exam. Tell me why this man allows me to go. I come to Accra. Then he calls me and is like, Mommy, if you don't come back to campus, you are going to defer. We are going to sack you. I'm like, what? And you know the funny thing?
What happened next?
You know the funny thing?
No.
He's from my region. Miami Kromni. Ebra. Ladies and gentlemen, Ebra Mini Wakasa. We have agreed, okay. I even spoke to the lecturers whom courses. Hey, but I even spoke to the I even spoke to the lecturers of whom they are. Hey. I even lectures now make what your papers no. I even went and spoke to them, and most of them were in my department.
Okay.
And I'm active on campus. I mean, I was the first female speaker for the
Yeah.
student parliament house, so I gained some grounds and advantage.
Okay.
They agreed. They said, okay, go and come. Then this man calls me and he's telling me I'll have to defer.
So did you? You
I
had to
didn't.
rush back.
I didn't. So I think we were still in the process. That time the strike was on and off. On and off.
Yeah.
We were still in the process and they went on strike again.
And he said, "Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah. They went on strike again and so I went through the process.
Okay.
So we have in-house activities. So you would do your cultural performance, you do your modeling and all of that. They don't pronounce the winners until the grand finale day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on the grand finale day, I think I had Miss Culture, which was supposed to be sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines. Now, if they say something is being sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines, what do you think it means?
No, they are taking care of it. They are sponsoring you.
Yes, so if your category, your price, let's say I won Miss Culture, and they're saying the Miss Culture prize is being sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines, what does it mean?
So maybe they had some sort of agreement. You know, sponsorship comes with a whole lot.
Yeah.
Maybe they, Delori Beauty is sponsoring us. Now, maybe Delori Beauty would give us their product, and just be on the flyer for us to, tell advertise for them, tell them this is the person sponsoring. But they are not going to invest money.
Good.
Maybe just the product.
So let's say
the Ethiopian Airlines, they just want the advertisement. Now, advertisers, we are going to pay for maybe speakers or canopies.
Okay.
Maybe it came with that. It is not all airlines that will sponsor with trips.
And not trip sister. Delivery Beauty Air Sponsor Program, no.
Okay.
At least the gloss on your lip is from Delivery Beauty.
Exactly.
And previous queens that were sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines, they had a trip.
Oh, okay.
So, not even did I get a pen. I'm not sure Ethiopian Airline was so. Meanwhile, you said the category was being sponsored by Ethiopian Airlines. So what are you telling me? Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
So it was all like a facade because National Theatre, we were on the stage, we had people coming.
Okay.
SUNG-SUMA, I think I used Wendy.
Okay.
Did I use SUNG-SUMA or Wendy? I think I used Wendy because, let me digress a little bit. With Miss Tourism, you don't represent your region. So I
represent
another region. So I represented OT region.
Okay.
Right. Now.
That is why someone said you were from OT.
No, but
I
don't even talk about it.
OT, but you look
even
like
in my CV,
OT.
I don't have Miss Tourism inside.
Anyways.
You understand? So I don't know where the person went to see it. Whoever you are. Okay, so but on a more serious note, I just felt like if you're saying it's being sponsored,
okay,
it has to come with something. Even if it's a pen, I'm not begging for a trip. No, even if it's a pen or go and visit the Ethiopian ambassador.
Oh, maybe.
And nothing was said to me.
They actually sponsored. Maybe they sponsored, but in a different way. So at the end of the day, whatever they came with has to be used for something different.
But then at least I should be made.
That is
one
made
thing known.
Organizers
fail to do.
Exactly. They don't open up
communication.
Enough. But SUNG-SUMA, looking at the other pageants you went at school and comparing to Miss Tourism, what is actually the difference there?
The school pageant was campus based.
Okay.
It was basically organized by the Women's Commissioner. So they take care of our clothing. I think you do your own hair, so they take care of clothing, makeup, and all of that.
Okay.
And I think the similarity is you start in stages.
Sure.
So just like the campus one, we did an online aspect where they will vote, then they will pick the final. So for Miss Tourism, it was a final, I think a final 16 that went to the reality house.
Oh, okay.
And we did a month. Right? Yeah. So that whole thing, and that aside, the prices. Prices, they said they will give you, we finish and you don't see them. We had a whole document that stated this category your price, this category your price. So I won Miss Culture.
Okay.
That particular episode, we did it at Accra City Hotel.
Okay.
And I did a traditional OT thing. Then I also got what was it? Miss Tourism. Yeah, they had a category. I don't remember the categories. Tourism. Yeah, they had a category where religious tourism.
Okay.
So I spoke about religious tourism, and
okay.
I had this whole costume on where I depicted all the three religions. Okay. So the first one, I wore a jalabia. Then when I take off the jalabia, you would see underneath was a church, a Christian,
okay.
Right? Then when I take off, I was performing. I think I did a spoken word. Then at the end, you see the traditional aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Very beautiful performance.
I see.
Very nice. That's it. So if any of the producers comes for me, I think this particular thing is something I think I've gone past, because as I mentioned, things they said you were going to get
didn't come.
And okay. I remember my parents wanted to even but then people, that's the issue with we Northerners, and I don't know whether it's Ghanaians in particular. Oh dear, yeah.
Manenko.
It's
Oh,
nothing.
Monko.
Manenko. You get it? Because
Yeah.
people actually, I had an auntie who was at the National Theatre, and Miss Tourism is tough. I don't know for now, but my time you sell tickets.
Oh, okay.
So they'll give you a contact.
But in
and,
other pageants, they do sell
they
tickets.
sell tickets,
Yes,
and it's tough.
they do
And you
sell
are in the house. You
How-
are in
how
the
do you
house.
sell
How
the
are you
tickets?
selling tickets? Do you get it? So the whole thing was tough, and when people heard, so sometimes I think I had an auntie calling me, "Oh, Wendy, how far? How is it going?" I'm like, you don't know what's
You
going
don't
on. You don't know.
But fast forward to GMB. How was the experience too?
So why you're asking me all the questions? So maybe so be. I'm going to ask you some. GMB. You know, I auditioned twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I auditioned
Which
in
year?
2019 with Molly. Mali.
Okay, yeah.
I remember it was chaotic. That was a COVID time.
Yeah, it's covered.
I think I did a video about my whole experience, my whole audition experience
On your YouTube.
on YouTube.
I think I saw that video.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. My YouTube channel is
I saw-
not really
I
active,
saw
but
that-
yeah,
I saw
it's
that
there.
video.
I went for my audition without wearing.
Yeah, you said
A
it.
panty.
It's your kind.
It's serious. Because when I was called, I wasn't prepared.
That was 2019.
2019.
Okay.
So it was COVID. We were home doing nothing. We saw the audition, and the audition said, "Record a video of yourself, send it to a WhatsApp number." And my mom was like, "Hey, you can do this. Why don't you try it and let's see?"
Is your mom really into pageants?
Yeah,
She
my mom.
likes
My
that
mom
stuff?
is actually. I call her Gen Z.
Okay.
That woman can dress. She dresses more than me. She has more wigs than I do. She has a green wig. Green wig. Whoever sold that green wig to my mom. Green wig. So she said I should try. I
Okay.
did it, and then shout outs to White Spot Event. He is a videographer in WA.
Okay.
He came to my house and helped me shoot the video for free. Then I sent it to them. Sister, after sending the video, I forgot. I didn't prepare.
Okay.
So I was there, and then they called
called.
me, and I think I don't want to mix up the timelines, but let's say they called me on Monday,
Okay.
and they say Wednesday is the audition in Kumasi.
Wow.
If you can't make it on Wednesday, do it online. And my mom is like, online? She doesn't trust.
How can you do online audition?
How we used to show others are actually
there?
doing it physically. So that immediately my mom is like, you pack your things, you are leaving. And that time, the only relative I had in Kumasi, Auntie Umu, she was home because of COVID.
Okay.
So I had to go to my grandmom in Wenchi, which was closest to Kumasi.
Okay.
So I went to Wenchi, let's say on Tuesday.
Okay, so you auditioned in Kumasi.
I auditioned in Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday, then Wednesday morning. I'm just using timelines, I'm not sure. Wednesday morning, I went to the studio. They said Upper West, Upper East, we were supposed to audition around 12. Guess what? We auditioned at 5 p.m.
You don't mean it?
Yes, 5 p.m.
Was it that there were so many people there?
Yes. So I think that time we had most of the actors as judges. We had
Okay.
Salma Mumin. I remember
Yeah.
Prince David saying,
I remember.
guy, after selecting us 5 p.m., you're supposed to be in Accra the next day for your final audition.
How do you make it to Accra?
Sis, and when I was leaving, the bag I went with, I left it at my grandmom's because in my mind I would audition and come back home.
Okay.
So I had nothing.
So just right after
Right after they said we need
the
to see
audition,
you,
you had to move. Wow.
and now there was a miscommunication. I would explain. We rushed. I remember right from the audition, some of the girls who didn't even make it, but they were going towards Kumasi. We had to
Yeah.
mobilize ourselves.
And
we went
move.
straight to OA. We picked the bus. I got to Accra at 1 a.m. So while I was in the car, I was now calling my whoever, my sister, my friend. Hey. Now, do you know the sad part?
What happened?
I got to Accra 1 a.m. Circle. I booked a ride to my so my sister said she wasn't in town, so she had to call her friend. So I went to my sister's friend's place. Susie, hi. I went to Susie's place. Susie doesn't have new panties for me to collect.
So why didn't you wait?
Circle.
Like get some in the morning, wait till morning then. What was the time for the final audition?
Sister, they said you should be there by 8. Susie told me, this is Accra, oh, traffic, we don't play, oh, we have to leave by 6. So I just had to. When I think about this thing,
But no one knew. It was only you. Yeah.
no, it was uncomfortable. And let me, you don't understand. I'm coming to the story.
Or it was.
So do you know that apparently we had a miscommunication from Kumasi?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't final audition, it was medicals. So when I got to TV3, I saw the ladies sitting down there. Others were wearing sneakers, others were dressed all casual. I mean, what we were told is a final audition. And final audition, you are going there looking all
glamorous.
Heels and all of that. These girls were in sneakers and casual slippers. So I asked them like, "Oh, we're going for medicals." Then there, our chaperone, our then chaperone, said we should organize ourselves for book rides and we go to the place. I've forgotten where they had the medicals.
Okay.
And when we got there, some of us were the last to arrive. I was the last to write my name. Tell me why the nurse comes to take the list for the medicals and he starts from the bottom. I was the very first contestant.
The first shall be last and the last shall be first.
So I was like,
you don't believe that?
They were like, oh, they will remove all your things and lie down. Then my head was not making me because
they'll actually remove all your things. And you wear that dress.
They said you will strip and they will examine you. Damage your drawers. What do you want me to do? So I was scared. But fortunately, when we went to do the ECG...
No, at this point, you should have prayed. It shouldn't be a guy. It should be your fellow woman so that she would understand you. And I know Bema.
So when we went for the ECG, we did a COVID test, so uncomfortable, all of that. And the last part, I think, was the ECG. I want to take off the top and lie down bare chest. And this guy was looking at my boobs. I'm like, God. So in my mind, so all the ladies come, you see all of us are breasts. Then when we're on TV performing, you'll be like, hey, this girl has
one of the dead ones.
When you are performing on stage, you'll be like, this girl, this is how your breast is. Can you imagine?
But
anyway.
But I feel it's actually important for the medical stage, like pageantry.
Very important.
You
because
need to
guys
allow the ladies go through some medical screening before you get them. Oh yes, because you don't know what one person is going to transmit to the other. You get, so it's actually very, very important. So if you're a pageant owner, you are an organizer out there, it's very crucial. Any ladies you assemble, just push them for the medical screenings. It's actually good, and it will go a long way to help you and your organization. Yeah, SUNG-SUMA.
Yeah.
So after the medicals, what were you
after the medicals, I went through. I went through the medical. No, I can't say if I went through or not. Hey, you go for your hand, your patch or one of you free more. So after the medicals, we were told to go home and we were called. Okay. So at this point, I had to then call my mom's friend. Mm-hmm. And then I went to stay with her at Machimota there.
Oh, okay.
So I think, if I'm right, this thing happened on a Friday. Mm-hmm. So the whole Kumasi, traveling from Wa to Winchi to Kumasi, happened in a span of 1 week. So Friday, Saturday, now we go and they say you should come for the final audition on Monday and you should wear an African print dress. Mind you, all those were my things were in Winchi.
So you had to go back to Winchi.
So I couldn't. So my aunts had to make do. We tried getting dresses. We tried even getting already made outfits.
But they could have sent it to Accra or...
That's the issue. No, my grandmom.
Oh, okay. She was the only one.
So they sent it, but I unbanned them. And the thing is, I didn't even have African prints in that bag.
Oh, okay.
So whatever happened, we were still supposed to get the African print. So I remember my aunt, we tried getting, she even tried calling her designer if they could do an express thing, because I think we're going to use it on Monday. And said no. So I had to wear my aunt's daughter's dress. Okay,
but then fast forward, what happened? Were you selected for 2019?
And here is you. After going through all this,
chill. What happened?
So I think the last stage I was with Molly, and we went there, we auditioned, they called, they said what did Salma tell me? Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for you. Oh. I'm like, okay.
No, sometimes when they use that language, this
what
is the end.
Mean?
This is the end of
who
the road.
Said for who? For who?
Whose road?
Which road? The road that has
Kaswa.
The road hasn't even started.
Or Pokrasi. I tell you, this is unfortunately, this is the end of the road. They should add, this is the end of the GMB. Exactly, the journey for you now. Or Miss Tourism journey now. But you tell me this is the end of the road.
It doesn't make any sense.
Is the road yours?
I'm surprised. And one of the issues I have, and I hope people will put into consideration, is when you audition ladies or screen ladies and you don't pick them, at least let them know why.
Exactly.
Let them know, okay, it's a medical condition.
Yeah.
Because I heard some of the ladies, when we go through the process and they find out you are pregnant or something, they actually draw you aside and tell you, and then you let you go silently. But what of the rest of us? What if I had something and I didn't even know? You didn't know. So if you keep the results or something, it wouldn't help. So at least if the contestant is dropped because of her medical results,
you tell them.
You tell the person. And aside that, whatever the reason may be, you are dropped because of this. So, because like myself, I went and I prepared and I came back. But when I was preparing, I didn't know what to prepare on or about. Okay. I didn't know whether it was because I couldn't dance well, or because I couldn't sing well, or because I was short. I sang. Did I sing and dance? I don't remember. But okay. Yeah. Or because I was short. So at least if they had told me, oh, your height is not okay for this, then I will not come again. But fortunately, I went and then I was picked. So after the audition, Molly was picked. And to be honest with you, I just felt I wasn't ready.
So you cried?
I didn't cry.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Because most of the ladies cry.
Yeah, most of them cry. And this is why. I think I get a lot of support. Okay. So my parents at that point, and do you know my dad wasn't aware of this whole thing?
Oh, really?
My dad wasn't aware. My dad only got to know I was doing something like that when I got to Accra.
I'll tell you my story.
You know why? Because I had to call for information.
Okay.
I had to call for cultural stuff. And my mom is like, call your dad. He knows the people, right? So when I told my dad, he was furious and all of them. Like, you know how you are.
When I was auditioning for GMB, I went to my town, Western. I went to meet my grandma. And I asked her for so many information. I asked her so many questions. She asked me, what are you going to do with this information? And I told her, oh, I'm using it for my teasers. Sir? That was the only thing I told her. She wasn't aware until our first performance.
You are kidding me?
Yes. That is how far I can go. My parents weren't aware. I told them just right after the selection, after medicals, after the
32?
selection,
Top
32, because it's going to need voting.
Yeah.
And
at that point,
exactly. So they need to know. If it hadn't been that, I wouldn't have told anyone.
Truth be told. Oh, no. So I think that at that point, my parents were just encouraging me, whatever happens, whatever be the case, and all of that. So when we finished, immediately we finished. Those who were selected, start planning your day back. And I'm like, huh? And I'm like, it's okay, it's good you didn't pick me because me sitting down here, I'm not ready. So sometimes I just feel like I wasn't even ready. Yeah. So when I wasn't picked, truth be told, I didn't cry. I
always believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yes. Yeah. Because trust me, if they had picked me,
it would have been.
I would have been the first to probably leave the house. Yeah. So yeah. So fast forward, I went back to school, did everything. Then I just told myself, finish up. Whilst I was in school, I had certain pageants calling me to come, but I told them, look, let me just finish. So during my national service, I auditioned and then I was picked. It was tough. It was our time they started the 32 thing.
Exactly.
It drove me crazy.
And it was my first time too.
My
sisters and queens with Adjoasewa and SUNG-SUMA. So your go-to area for growth, for inspiration, and what else again?
Sisterhood.
And the queendom.
Sisterhood and queendom. Yeah.
So time, next time. Hey.
And I don't know.
Same
time next time. Wherever you see us on your screen.
Yes, we'll be here.
We will be here
on
to give
Sisters and Queens. You can be our next guest.
Yeah. So
if you're a queen out there, you want to reach out, you want to be on our platform.
Exactly.
You just reach out on Sisters and Queens. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. YouTube. On X. You can tweet us
as well.
Tweet us on X as well. Yeah. We'll bring you on. Whatever you have to say. We are here to encourage you. We are here to empower you. Exactly.
Let us say the unsaid. And save someone from
Let us say behind the scenes. You know what goes on behind the scenes.
The unsaid. The unsaid.
Anyways, we are sponsored by Delori Beauty. Delori Beauty is a makeup brand.
Oh my God.
Is it a a makeup brand or makeup product or
It's
everything?
an makeup brand. It's a
Makeup
shea
brand, yeah.
infused natural makeup brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything makeup you get from Deliri Beauty.
Yeah.
Follow them on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah. And everywhere. You can follow me
Everywhere.
as well on
Everywhere.
Instagram and SUNG-SUMA
SUNG-SUMA.
as well. And
Everywhere
on TikTok.
on social media.
You see.
Yeah.
So it's a bye for now. See you. Bye.